First, some admin stuff. For some reason, Sony Music claimed 4 of my past Vivy videos despite me not using any audio or songs from it. I've submitted a counterclaim, but you can still find the scripts of those videos on my site, which is linked in the description. They are available in both English and Japanese. This video is about the lyrics of the songs featured in episodes 9 and 13, so there will be spoilers ahead for those and all the episodes in between, and a script for this video will also be available on my site. We'll start with Harmony of One's Heart. Diva chooses to sing the song at the Zodiac Festival. The festival was meant to be a bridge between humans and AI in the aftermath of the metal float incident, so Diva wanted a song with similar themes of unity. However, she also says the song contains her answer for how she sings with her heart. While the song is about unity between different people, I think it also represents the bond between Diva and Vivy, and that they will never be apart either. Vivy herself believes this in episode 10 when she chooses to dedicate a song to her, and her second breakthrough comes in episode 12 when she understands what a heart is to her, but I believe she wound up interpreting it the same way as Diva. Diva's song sounds similar to a love ballad, but it has a few central themes. First, she sings of how sad it is to be separated from people, but also that she knows her loved ones will tell her not to give up even in their absence. Then she sings of how the whole world must be beautiful, even the parts she can't see. In other words, just like Vivy, she too values both the good and bad experiences in her life. These themes also exist in Vivy's song. Vivy at this point has come to value both her happy memories and her sad ones, and to honour the people she met and lost over the course of the Singularity Project, both in episode 10 and episode 13. Like Diva, she also sings about how she can't give up, because simply existing is enough to make a difference and help her loved ones. And like Diva, she chooses to be an optimist. Even before she starts singing, she notes how the archive chose to give up when confronted by humanity. So this willingness to love the world that both Vivy and Diva have also acts to contrast them with it. Now we come on to Vivy's song in full, the aptly titled Fluorite Ice song. As an aside, I love how this was implemented from a meta sense. When coming up with a climactic piece of music, there are benefits to making it a remix of an original track for that sense of progress, such as a remix of Sing My Pleasure. On the other hand, using a new track also makes a moment feel brand new and unique. Turning the ending theme into the final song thus accomplishes both. There's the amazement that Vivy's true song has been hiding in plain sight all along, but it also feels brand new because we've never heard it with lyrics before, nor with the slightly changed piano and instruments accompanying it. Not to mention the fact that Fluorite Ice song is special because, unlike Sing My Pleasure and Vivy's other songs, it's a song she wrote herself, and not merely one she's covering. It's yet another mark of Vivy's genius. It's fitting then that this song is about Vivy herself and the past 100 years. She claims to have dedicated it to Diva, but I believe she meant to honour everyone she's met by then, considering she surrounds herself with all of her memories as she composes the song in episode 10 and remembers them all in episode 13, as well as during her revelation in episode 12. Even in the former, she was using her memories to try and understand her own heart, even before Matsumoto spoke to her. She even says she knew it all along in the song itself. The song starts with Vivy singing about herself too, with her saying that her very existence was for the sake of her mission to make everyone happy with her singing. Navi is angry about this, but these opening lines really show how far Vivy has come from her time as Diva 100 years ago. She goes on to thank everyone she met for the memories they gave her, and we see her surrounded by both happy and sad scenes as she does so. As mentioned before, she values both of them equally. She's sad that she's always surrounded by conflict, but she doesn't want to give up because otherwise she'd lose everything. She stated in episode 11 and even as far back as episodes 1 and 3 that she took part in the project for the sake of her present and future audiences. They're the ones she's speaking of here as well, and they're also the last ones she thinks of before her death later. And continuing from there, she says she'll continue fighting even if she were to lose her memories and her eyes. In a way, she did already lose her memories during her time as Diva, and she still came back to carry on trying to save everyone, so she's telling the truth. It's also a sad foreshadowing of her fate. She values her memories greatly, but they disappear as she sings. Not only that, we see her eyes becoming empty as she dies at the very end, and her memories are completely gone by the end too. She spent 101 years trying to find her heart, but she willingly gave it up to save her loved ones and her audience. She says she'll stay even if she loses everything, which she already did after being donated to a museum and being unable to sing. She also says just being alive is enough to change the future little by little, which is another reason she'll keep on going. This is something Diva believed too. In episode 7 she boasted that she only needed 5 minutes to save someone's life. which is why she was desperate to sing her last song even though she knew she was dying in episode 9. And again, her ability to face up to the terrible things in her life and keep pushing forward is what separates her and Diva from the archive. At the end of the song, she starts singing in rounds, and she sings about conflicting things, such as a loving heart and a pained heart. I believe this is her saying again that there are both good and bad things in her memories, but she's accepting both of them to help her grow, which is actually something she knew she was able to do as early as episode 5. As we see a montage of everyone she's known, she says that everyone she's met will remain by her side as well. Again, I think she only mentioned Diva's name in episode 10 because she was being literal-minded. She could only think of the person who was literally a part of her, but in her heart I believe she values everyone she's met equally, and that's something she's reiterating here. In the end, Vivy is finally able to put her heart into her singing. It allows her to save the world, but it costs her her life, her memories, and that very same heart to do so. She was able to protect her remaining audience and friends, and even though she was hallucinating, she got to thank them one last time as well. She was at her happiest at the start of episode 5, but I think she was happy in her final moments as well, despite the physical and mental pain she was in. You fought well, Vivy. I hope you can be free now. Thank you very much for making it to the end of this video. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below, and, as always, have a great day.